All right, drink station. How we're gonna set it up, and I apologize for the crudeness of this video because our drink things are on the truck. We're gonna start with cups. Because imagine, if somebody wants a drink, the first thing you wanna grab is a cup. You really need to think about how big this event is. If it's 500 people, you really don't need that little of cups. Put cups out there. You wanna put a lot.
They grab their own cups.
This is a self-serve station. Thank you. Good question. You're gonna have 2 drinks. We're gonna have either cocoa, cider, or tea. So we're gonna have 2. Sometimes these are big, huge Mamma Jamma 10-gallon ones that are extremely heavy. It's gonna have 2 people lifted up there. So they're gonna take up a good bit. So you wanna leave a little room for your cup, your 2 drinks. We're also gonna have a little stand that's really cute. Let me show you a picture. It's gonna hold all the tea that we have. So the one's just gonna have hot water, and then they get to put their own little tea in. It's very exciting. We have all winter teas like gingerbread, cinnamon, peppermint. Peppermint's peppermint, by the way. Same with cake. They didn't know what chocolate mint was. It's peppermint. At the end, you're gonna have your lids and sleeves. So the leftover ones from the event before might be in these little baggies, or you're gonna have a whole sleeve. Again, you're gonna wanna put out a good amount of lids, so it's all pretty. And then you're gonna get sleeves. You wanna neatly line the sleeves in the tray. There is a small end and there's a big end. We wanna make sure they're pointing in the same direction so it looks nice and pretty. If they're all kind of turned different ways, it just doesn't look as good. And this might be another good place for a decoration. You could put a tree on here, you could put a flower in this arrangement. Feel free to knock your socks off on what you want to do. Again, I would put a good amount of lids. They don't really go through as many sleeves as you think they would. I know this isn't the best. We're gonna have a nice picture of how this thing looks once we get it decorated. So you have a reference point. But really, again, when you're serving, you need to come over here and kind of restock things every once in a while. You might need to grab new cups, more sleeves, more lids. You might need to restock the tea dispenser. So that's it. Now clean up, again, don't just throw stuff in here. Neatly put things back. So if you have your random lids, go ahead and put them in Ziploc bags. Go ahead and neatly put the sleeves back in. The more neatly you put them in there, the easier it's going to be the next day when you are putting it out. If they're all just kind of thrown in there, it's no fun. So that's how you restock it. And then any leftover cups, again, you can kind of just neatly lay them back in the tub. It's fine. Now when you get back to the store, what we're gonna do is we can save the cider and reheat it the next morning for the next day. If we're doing tea, we can just toss the water, just let it drain in the sink. And then if it's cocoa, we have to throw that away. We can't reuse that because it's milk in it. We want to drain it in the mop sink in the kitchen. That's the best place to do it. And then we have to hand wash all the containers that night. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll dump the cider. We'll get the big hot thing that we brew it in. We'll just drain it and put that in the refrigerator, and then we wash these things. be sure when we're washing it, this is important, that we actually wash it. Not just the inside, but the legs, every bit of it needs to be washed really well.